Hello and welcome. Set Amazon here. Today's video is about how to write a book and publish on Amazon. This video is specifically for those who have been asking for how to get on with Amazon KDP. And I just want to show you exactly how we can achieve that in a few minutes. So in this video, I will be taking you through how exactly you can create your book and how you can successfully publish it on Amazon. But before we go into it, just a quick dive on the tools that you would need in order to achieve this. So I've just written down a few of the tools that we are going to be using in this video to achieve what we have planned for. So number one will be ChatGPT. Yes, we're going to be using ChatGPT to write the book so that we can be able to write it fast and get quick results. Secondly, you would need any word processing application, Google Docs, Microsoft Word, Pages, depending on the device you're using and the operating system. Then, of course, you need a KDP account. Otherwise, where would you publish it? Then, these other tools are optional, but I would say if you can get access to these tools. So, KD Pro Creator is an add-on, is an AI that is added to ChatGPT, created by my friend Adeleke Samuel, and it's actually free. I will show you how you can access this tool at the end of this video. This is the tool I'm going to be using as well as ChatGPT to create this particular book that we'll be publishing shortly. And then Kindle Previewer is another amazing tool that I always use to optimize the format, the file that I'm going to be using on Amazon KDP. Many people publish the docs format, but I always use Kindle Previewer to create the KPF format. I'm going to show you how all of this work as we proceed. So quickly, we're going to start by writing our book because I want to show you how to write the book first before we come to publish it on Amazon. So I'll jump into ChatGPT. By now, I'm sure you know what ChatGPT is, but in case you don't know what ChatGPT is, it's a generative AI application that helps with daily tasks, and now people have found a way to use it to write books, and that's what I'm going to be showing you. So just go to chatgpt.com, sign up, create an account, and just ride along. So when you log into ChatGPT, as I know most of you already know how to, you can simply just come here and ask ChatGPT to write a book on whatever title that you so desire. So this is what most people know. You just write a book on, and then you type the kind of book you want to write. So let's say you want to write a book on business planning, and most people will just do this and allow ChatGPT to start writing. And while this is not bad, you see, of course, it has already created a title for you, an introduction, then it's creating all the chapter outline, and on and on and on. While this is not a bad idea, there are better ways to go about this. So I'm going to show you two ways that you can be able to achieve better results using ChatGPT to write very, very sophisticated and amazing books. This is what most people know, and the two ways I'm going to show you, not everybody actually know how to write books using that method. And it happens that this method I'm about to show you are even better ways to to write books, right? So now, instead of just coming to ChatGPT and typing write a book on whatever, There's something here in ChatGPT that most people do not use or do not even know. This template tab. There's a template tab here, and this template tab is an add-on by Keywords Everywhere. Story for another day. But what you just need to know right now is that when you click on this template tab, there's this part. You see this part that says category. There are a number of them. What I need you to just do is to click on copywriting. Then you click on book writing. That's under the subcategory. You can come to book writing. You see, you can use it to do many other things, but what we're interested in for this tutorial is book writing. Then there is part again that now show you the other aspect of this that you can do. There's the plot generator, the book title generator, book outline generator, book chapter generator. So let's start with the plot generator. Now, usually plots are used for fiction books, right? But we can also iterate with this to create non-fiction books if that is what you so desire. So if you're writing, if you want to, you're thinking about writing a fiction book, which I think is usually nice as well because fiction books kind of have a way to resonate with a larger audience. There is no cultural barriers with fiction book and so on and so forth, if you know what I'm saying. So most fiction books actually do well too when it has to do with acceptance in the wider marketplace. Non-fiction books are also good because they can address specific needs. So for this particular tutorial, we are going to focus on fiction books in order to get on with what we have here. So you see the persona, that is the personality of the author that this book should take. That's what we have to define here. And by default, you have a top selling author of horror, supernatural fiction, suspense, crime, science fiction, and fantasy novels. Now, the book details, you can leave that because we're talking about fiction. So if you are writing a non-fiction book, you can change this to a top selling author of, let's say, personal development, marketing, business, relationship. Just use specific non-fiction words and genres to replace those keywords. And then here it says the book teaches the readers how to get better at. Now, the sample here is marketing, but what we are targeted at, since this is a fiction book, we are not trying to teach readers anything specifically. We'd rather just change this to something else. Now, but you can also use this to see, it says details on what the book is about. Always start with, yeah, right? So the book, we can say now, it's a sci, it's a sci-fi about, okay, about, let's just say, friendly aliens. This may just being um, cracking. So all I just need to do is to give that brief description of what I intend to write. Then I just click on this part that says execute template and wait. So what we are going to achieve with this is to develop the plot first. It's going to now develop the plot. It's going to develop the plot, and you can see already it has already created the title for me, the Whispering Sky, and it has created the plot summary. If you take your time to read this, so what this has done for me is that created the plot summary, and with this plot summary, I can now get on to create other aspect of this. So it has created a plot. I have the title already. I can now go on to say I want to generate the book outline, right? So I just click on book generate the outline, then take my plot summary from here. Just copy the plot summary like this, copy everything, and paste here plot summary, right? As I just paste it there, and then I click on execute template again, and wait. You see, it's already creating. This is the prologue. This is chapter 1. This is chapter 2, chapter 3, and so on and so forth. Now, I'll wait for it. When it is done, then we'll take on the other part. This is up to the point of the epilogue. You can see it has generated everything about the outline from the prologue to the epilogue, right? Now, the next thing I want to do is to come here and change this from outline generator to book chapter generator. Now, you can see that what we now need to do is it says we just need to put the plot summary here and put the chapter summary here. So if you're writing a non-fiction book, it's the same thing. The plot summary would be your book description, right? You put it here. Then the chapter summary will be the chapter summary that it has already generated for you. You just type it here. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'll close this. I'll copy this I'll copy this, which is the prologue. I'll copy the prologue, which is the first chapter in this case. I'll copy and I'll paste it here. Then I'll copy the plot summary. This is the plot summary. Oh, no, not that. This is the plot summary. Copy that and paste it here. Yeah. Then all I need to do is to click on execute template and wait. Oh, oh, I think I have to do that again. So this is the plot summary, and then this is the chapter summary. Okay, so all right. So I think there was a mistake somewhere. I just had to. I clicked on just at the end of the stuff here. I just click on space bar, and then you just have to be sure that everything is included in this part that says prompt template. Both the this is where the prologue or the summary is. So I just click on execute template now, and let's watch what happens next. Fantastic. You can see now that on this part, the full information was not included in the prompt. That's why it did not give me the content I required. But you see, on this, we have everything, and then it has developed the entire prologue for me. So this is where I now need my word processor. So whether you're using Google Docs or you're using Microsoft Word, this is where you will now need that tool. So in this case, I'm going to use Google Docs. So let me just create another file here. I'll create another file, right? Yeah. So the title of our book is The Whispering Sky. I'll copy that. And then I'll paste here. Title. This is the title of our book. Title. Whispering Sky. I'll just increase that. Okay. So then we have our prologue. Our prologue. I'll copy that. And then I'll paste that. This is the prologue. I like to just move this to the next page. And how to do that is just after I click on that, you click on this insert. I'm using Google Docs, so let me move this. So make sure it's on the first part here. Click on insert, then come down to where you see breaks, then click on page break. It moves it to the next page. Yeah, like this. Now, create another page, just page break like this. Then come back again. All I need to do next is to copy the summary of chapter 1 now. I just copy chapter 1 summary like this, copy it. Then come back to my template. Then replace this summary. Replace the summary with chapter 1. Make sure that it is replaced here. This is chapter 1, the Into the Unknown. Make sure it is replaced. You can see that it's replaced in the prompt template before you click on execute template, right? So you click on that and you wait. You see, chapter 1 is now being written. You just wait Fantastic story, I tell you. You just wait, it goes and goes and goes, and you copy everything again. This is chapter one. I'll come back and paste chapter one. You see, then I will insert page break again. I'll then come back and copy chapter two, copy chapter two like this, then return to chapter two, come here and paste. So I'll just do maybe two more chapters and then we'll move to the next stage so that this video doesn't become overly long, right? So I'll click on that again and wait. So you see, it's going to now develop chapter two for me. Chapter two. Fantastic. Love it. So I'll just copy everything, copy like this, and then paste. Insert page break. Then I'll do one more, which is chapter three. Just come to chapter three like this. Where's chapter three? Um, chapter three, and then paste and click on execute template and wait. So if this is the only tool, this is the only idea you have about writing and that you can execute, I think this is fantastic and good enough for you to get on with your writing journey using AI, right? But I'm going to now take this a notch further to show you the other tool I use that is far more advanced than this. And in fact, it was specifically created for Amazon KDP publishing. Again, this tool is free and I will show you exactly how you can get it at the end of this video, right? So you come and paste, and this is what you have. Chapter three, you can keep on using this and keep on using it until you get to the end of your manuscript, and then you move on to the next phase. But before we move on to the next phase, let me quickly show you this other tool that I use. Now, this is it here, KD Pro Creator. Amazing tool. As you can see, this tool actually has been created specifically for Amazon KDP. And let me show you very quickly how this works. Once I'm here, I just click on start like this. And once I click on start, you see that first of all, this has been optimized, showing you the profitable niches of, although this is in 2024, but they are evergreen niches. That is not a challenge. See, it has already been created to say that it has already outlined all the niches, all the profitable niches that you can write in with some level of results that are waiting you as well. So here, all you just need to do is to look at all of these 11, outline niches, and then choose the one that you want to write in, right? So for this case now, let's say I want to write a book. I want to write a book on romance. So all I need to do here, after it has listed all the books for me, it has already showed you sample of how to go. It says, how would you like to proceed? Select one of these niches, optional, blah, 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 blah. Now, all I need to do is just give it specific instruction. I'll just click on 4 like this and click go. So it picks the niche romance and then gives me sub niches that I can specify what exactly I want to write about. Now you can see that it has created subgenres for me. It says, do I want to write about historical romance, contemporary romance, romantic suspense, panorama, fantasy, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. All I can just do now is to look at all of this and choose one. Okay, let's say I want to write. I don't know so much about romance, but let's say I want to write. Um, I say modern enemies to lovers, tension feel dynamic. Okay, let's talk about second chance romance. I'll just pick this. Copy that and paste here and go. And you see what happens. Now it's already asking if I want it to take on competitor research. So this is not just going to start writing blindly. It's going to take you step by step, help you to decide your niche, help you to decide the sub niche, and then take it a step further to do some competitor research for you. So all I need to do is just to tell you to proceed, and it's going to now do some research on my behalf. You see, it's searching the internet, it's searching all the places to see where exactly you can get specific content. As you can see, it says current trends in second chance romance. It has taken out all of these notable second chance romance novels. Of course, it's 2024, but trust me, that is not even a challenge right now because this is an evergreen niche. And apart from that, it has brought out specific books that are existing. Can you see competitors that are already existing in that niche? It has done all of that for me already. And then it has created some relevant keyword. It has already written all the relevant keyword and it's already asking me for next steps. So what next steps? Do I want it to continue with competitor analysis, or do I want it to do some keyword research? Do I want it to do some keyword selection? All I need to do is to just click proceed, and it takes on every other stress of. So before it starts actually writing the book, it does all the analysis to tell me everything about those particular books. The Amazon bestseller ranking is an indicator of all of that. It's showing me exactly the particular books. These are the category selections that I need. Now, next steps, if I wanted to refine my book idea or generate a book outline or begin content creation, all I just need to do is to say, let's say I'll say, maybe refine my book idea. If I want that, I can go on, or I can just ask it to generate a book outline, right? I can just ask it to generate a book outline, and it's it keep on going. Now it has proposed a book, Rekindling Us, A Tale of Love, Loss, and Second Chances. The Calm Before the Thunder, chapter 1. This is chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 5, chapter 7, and so on and so forth. So when it is done, it will still ask me, it says, would you like me to adjust this outline, explore a specific chapter further, or dive into content generation? Now, in order not to waste time, let me just say proceed with content generation, right? I can just ask you to proceed content generation, and then it's just going to start away with chapter 1. You see? Now, the good thing about this is that it's not only just writing the chapters, it's already creating these different sections that I can choose to expand. Now, look at what it says. Would you like me to expand any section in detail or proceed with drafting the full content for section 1? So, this is chapter 1, but has broken it into different sections and is asking me if I wanted to expand this or develop this in full. So give you the last command now, and I'll just say I'll just ask you to, because I want to show you something now, because this particular tool can help you generate the idea behind this, create all the chapters, generate ideas, gives you ideas for your cover, and also gives you ideas for keywords, categories, and so on and so forth. Right? So I use this tool a lot. This is what I use. But because I know not many of you have access to this tool, I'm going to just pause the video here on this particular tool, return to the one that's available to everyone, and get on. So because it's not compulsory to use this tool, and I'm not saying that you definitely have to use this tool in order to be able to get results or write your book. No, you don't really have to use this. You only use it if you want, right? But just so that we make progress with this tutorial, I'm going to now show you one last thing on the writing process, and then we move to the next stages. So the last thing I want to show you here is how this tool will not only write books relevant to what it has been created for, but you can still use this tool to be able to write an existing book, like develop the content of an existing book. So let's use our existing what we are currently writing about. Um, let's use what we are currently writing about, the title of our book, as a sample on what you can use that tool to do. So let's see, this is the Whispering Sky, right? So if we come to KD Pro Creator, for instance, and just type this, just ask you to write write this fiction, science fiction book, the sci-fi book. You can just ask it to write this, and it picks up from that, ask you if you want to refine the idea, and you keep on going and going and going. So it's a fantastic tool that you can choose to use. Very, very lovely tool. Right. So when you have gotten all the document, all the contents, chapter one, chapter two, chapter three, chapter four, up to the end, the next thing you will now want to do, of course, is to develop the cover of your book, right? Develop the cover of your book. And that's what I'm going to show you now. So, how you can develop the cover of your book, what I would usually do is, now this is the idea we're working with, right? This is the idea we're working with, this particular sci-fi book. So, what I would do is I will ask ChatGPT, because I want to ensure that everything we create on this tutorial is done using AI without extra work on our end. That's my hope for this particular tutorial. So what I will simply do is I will now ask ChatGPT. I will say straight on that particular book we're writing, I will say generate, or I want to create the book cover for the above book using, now this is another AI tool that we are going to be we are going to be using to generate our book cover, and the name of that particular website is ideogram.ai. So I want to ask ChatGPT to give me prompts that I can ask ideogram.ai to help me generate the cover. Do you see the logic there? So I want to create the book cover for their book using ideogram.ai. So give me prompts to use. That's all I will just say. And ChatGPT will then develop the concept for me, right? So it has developed a few of the concepts which I will now take. But there's something that is missing that we've not added. So I would say let's give a hypothetical author name, because the cover has to be generated with an author name attached to it. So the author's name is Will Ferry. I don't know why I thought about Will Ferry just now, but so it's going to add that now to the title of the. It's going to add that now to the prompt. Yeah, so we can have that. Now, what I will now do next is to open a new tab here and then come to this website called ideogram.ai. Now, ideogram.ai is one of the most fantastic tools as far as designs, AI designs are concerned, and you can use the free version of it to achieve good results, right? So I'll just come back to ChatGPT and copy this first prompt. I'll just copy everything like this, copy, then come to ideogram, then paste that, right? I'll just paste that. Then magic prompt, I usually turn it off, but let's leave it on auto for now to see what comes out. Then the aspect ratio, use 9:16. Then um, for Then for these options here, I usually use realistic, but sometimes I try to use auto to see what other variations it can give. But let's leave it at realistic for now. And then all we need to do then is to click on generate. Just click on generate here at the bottom right and wait. So it's going to take a few moments to get on. I'm doing this video quite early in the morning, and I think that's why it's this fast generating. There are not many people also on it at this time. So now let's just watch and see what comes. If this is fantastic, we get on to use it. Otherwise, we'll have to use different ideas. Now, do you see this? Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Just look at this. I love this. See the book title and the book author's name, the Whispering Sky. Can you see that? See the design. Can your graphic designer ever? I don't even know which to choose. Because they all look so beautiful. Yeah. So for the one month of time, I'm just going to pick one. Oh my god, I don't even know which one to pick. Okay, so let me pick. I'll pick this. May not be the best to have been chosen, but well, I'll just now once I've selected this, I'll just click on this ellipsis here, then click on download and click on JP 70%. This is the free version I'm using, and that's why. So I'll just save that somewhere. I'll just save that somewhere. Save. Now that I've saved it, we have our manuscripts. Purportedly, we have a manuscript. Then we also have our um, cover, right? So the next thing you want to now do is to jump onto your KDP account to upload your book, your book, upload your book and your cover. That's basically what you now need to do. But before we go to get on to do that, you remember that your book is still in this docs format, right? So what you need to do is to now come here, click on file. But before we even do that, I remember that the title is just not written properly. So I'll take this out, make this bigger. Since this is the title, just increase the size, put it in the middle like this. Maybe take it a bit. I just want to take it a bit downwards. Then, oops, then I'll write the author's name, which is Will Ferry. Why is that so? I just move. Oh no, just move this downwards again. Then I have this here. This is the author's name, right? And then just increase the size a little bit. Now, in order to make your book look real, because if you upload something like this, author's name and the title, and then straight away to the prologue, this I don't think this is how books are written. So you don't want to make your book appear fake, right? So what you have to do is put in the other conventions for books. So and this is very simple to do, right? Usually very simple to do. So all you just need to do now is to add preliminary pages like the copyright page and so on. So I'll just insert another break here, and then I'll add the copyright page. So to add copyright page is also very simple. Still here, you can just say create the copyright page for this book and other relevant preliminary pages. So I'll let it be. So you see everything, title page, so on, dedication, epigraph, acknowledgement, table of contents. Can you see that? So I'll just copy everything. This is where you have the title page already. So I'll just copy like this. See? copy everything, come back to this and paste, right? So, okay. So now that it has been pasted, this is not how it should be. This copyright page here is not necessary. Remove it, and then you just unbolden everything. Remove all the bold, right? Otherwise, it looks too fake. Then move this dedication to the next page. Insert page break like this. Move this graph, which is optional. I don't even think we need it, but let's just move it for now. Then acknowledgement, move that also downwards like this. Just move that. Then table of content, also move that like so. Move that like so. Right? So, and I'll show you how to also work around this. So you delete that like this, just delete that like this, delete that like this. So now for author information links, blah blah blah. If you don't have any information, you take that out. First edition month here, not necessary. ISBN, Amazon will give you an ISBN. You don't need to put anything related to that. Cover design by, you can, if you like to give AI credit, you can just say ideogram. You can say ideogram and ChatGPT. But well, you can also decide to take that out. It might not be necessary. Yeah. Published by, if you don't have any information about that, take that out. Then all you just need to do now is just change this year of publication to 2025 by Will Ferry, and every other thing is fine like this. Then dedication, you can remove the page, just say dedication. Then if you want this, you just take that optional out. If you want this, you can leave it there. Acknowledgement, you can also now look at this carefully. It says, my deepest gratitude go to, choose all your family members and every other person who has helped you. You can decide to add set Amazon if you're watching this video and this helped you. That's also cool. Okay, so but if nobody helped you, no problem. You can take that out. It's not necessary. It's not compulsory rather. So acknowledgement, everything else you can leave that like that. So now table of contents, right? Table of contents is usually meant to be like a quick summary of everything that's in your book, all the chapter headings that is in your book, right? That's what this usually about. And one of the quickest way to get this done in a way that will be recognized on Kindle devices is actually to use WordPress. No, no, not WordPress. It's actually to use Microsoft Word. I beg your pardon. So I actually use Microsoft Word because Microsoft Word will help you embed all the hyperlinks that are necessary in this book. Unfortunately, I've tried using Google Docs a couple of times, but it's not really giving me the required results. But I'll still find my way around it to be sure that I get it correctly and then come back to do another video to show you. But for now, Microsoft Word happens to be the best tool to embed your um, table of content in a way that it's most accepted on Amazon KDP. Don't know why that is so, but that is what I've come to see. Right. So, nonetheless, we are just going to make this all chapter headings. So I'll just turn this to heading one. I'll just apply heading one like this. Come to this. You do the same thing for all of your headings. Apply headings. You do the same thing for all of your headings like this. And you can see that as I'm applying them, they are reflecting here. So that's all I just need to do. I'll click on that, apply. I think that is all we have for this book. So, but for yours, make sure that you have everything written and it goes. Then, in order to now make them show here, all I'm supposed to do here now would be for this part where we have table of contents, I'm going to delete everything here and then just import the main original table of content that have been created for me here. So I'll just, while I'm here, I'll just come insert and then table of contents is down here. I'll just choose any of them, the links, plain text, dotted, just click that. And I have everything here that is here brought here as table of contents, which is okay. So, and then you can proceed with this. So, having done this, you just come here and download your file, you come download, and you download the Microsoft Docs file. So because this is not what you use, or you can come and download the EPUB file, but use the Microsoft Docs file, and that should suffice. So I'll just download this now. Just download it somewhere um, in my PC, and have once I've done as soon as I've downloaded that, the next thing I now want to do is to now use this tool now, Kindle Previewer. And Kindle Previewer will help me now convert this Microsoft document into the Kindle package format, the most acceptable format for publishing Kindle books. So I have that tool here. I'm just going to open that tool. This is the tool. In case you don't have that tool or you're just hearing for the first time, I'll drop a link in the description on how you can download that tool. It's also 100% free. So all I need to do now is to come file and now open that book that I've just downloaded from Google Docs. I'll just open that file. Just wait a few seconds for it to convert and be imported into this. But while this is being imported, remember I said I'm going to show you how you can get access to KD Procreator. The link will be in the description. You just need to click on that link. It takes you to where the program is, because that particular tool is linked to a particular program. So that program is now what you would use as the gateway access to that particular tool. Now, you see, unfortunately, um, like I predicted and I saw, KD Google Docs did not quite uh, import the table of content as it necessarily will have done. Otherwise, you see that the content from your table of content will have been reflected here. And why it's being reflected here is to ensure that whoever is reading the book at any time is able to easily navigate through. So this is one issue that causes problems when you're uploading on Amazon KDP, and then you find the error code that says table of content missing. Is usually because this particular tool did not recognize your table of contents, right? So what I'm going to do is I will I will now show you how you can be able to get rid of that. But what we will do simply is I will come to Google Docs. I'll come to Google Docs. This file that we have downloaded, this file we've already downloaded, I will then open it on Microsoft Word. I'll just open a new file, new document on Microsoft Word. Or rather, open that document we have already downloaded. I'll just open it here on Microsoft Word. Let me just open it on Microsoft Word. So I'll open the Microsoft Word like this. Enable editing. This is the same document I uploaded, but this time what I will just simply do is I'll come to the table of contents like this. Just come to table of contents, right? Right click on it, click on update field. Okay, so click on update field, right? Then just delete this table, this part that's a table of, just delete that. And once I click on update field, all I need to do is just save it. I'll do nothing else, just save it. Then close this file. Then return to Kindle Previewer. Let me even close it all together. Then return to Kindle Previewer. Return to Kindle Previewer, and then this time open that same document. Open that same document and just wait. Then you will see the difference between when we use the document we downloaded from Google Docs, and then now that we have updated the table of content using Microsoft Word. You see the difference in what I just shared with you a few seconds earlier. Now, can you see? Here on the table of content, we now have the dedication, epigraph, acknowledgement, prologue, chapter one. Let me move this away. Chapter two, chapter three. Now, this with this, you will see that your file will not have the issues with the error. So now that we are going to publish, I'm going to now show you the difference using the two documents. I will first upload the one we have gotten from Google Docs and then upload this one that we have gotten from Microsoft Word to show you the difference. I'm taking the time to explain this because these are the common errors that most people face when they are in the process of publishing their books, right? So now let's go now to our KDP account. I'm just going to sign in. So now that you have signed in, just click on create and come to Kindle ebook, right? Then remember our book title is what? We'll come to ChatGPT and just get all those information quickly. Title of our book is The Whispering Sky. So I'll come and copy that. Then author's name is Will Ferry. Then description of the book. You can just ask ChatGPT here to say, we remember we have our plot summary already. You can just even just use that quickly. Where is that plot summary again? Plot summary. Let's see. We had our plot summary just here. Yeah, fantastic. So I just copy everything here. The plot summary is the same as you can use that, or we can choose to create any something new. But I'll just copy that and paste here. That's all. I own the copyright. Primary audience, no. Primary marketplace, you can leave it on Amazon.com. Categories, now you can come to categories, and if you were using KD Pro Creator, you would see specific categories that are suggested for you. But since we know what we're also writing about, let me just show you how to select that. So category, you can come down to just come to where you see fiction, science fiction, and fantasy. That's it. You click on that. Then remember that our book is, yeah, which is a science fiction, and we said um it's about, did we say funny aliens, or did we say, yeah, I think we gave it a prompt, friendly aliens, yeah. So alien invasion, we can select that. We can say, yeah, cyberpunk, short stories. Okay, let's say space exploration, and let's say galactic empire. So let's leave it at that for the want of time. So save that. Then keywords. I can now ask ChatGPT to say, generate 7 searchable keywords that readers would likely use when we want to buy a book like mine. So I just do that. And let's see. So you see, humanity and alien alliance. I'll just copy everything here. I'll just copy everything like this. Futuristic space thriller. I'll copy and paste. Telepathic aliens. Just copy and paste like that. That's all I'm doing. First contact sci-fi. Okay. Cosmic anomaly. Right. So then I click on save and continue. Hmm? It moves us to the next page. Now you can choose to add data right management. This is just mainly to, like it has been written here, to inhibit unauthorized access or copying of your content. So then upload your manuscript. Now remember I said we're going to now use two of these formats, right? So I think I have now. Okay, I have not exported. So now once it's here, you just export your file like this, and just export the file. Then you see that you are creating a KPF format. Just export it. Now this one that I've exported is the one that we have exported using um, Microsoft Word, right? So while I'm working on this, uploading the cover, I'll also try to export the one we did using Google Docs. So I'll show you the difference in the way they appear when you upload them. So let's have this in mind. I'm going to upload the manuscript, but first, let's now upload the cover while it's been exported on Kindle Previewer. So I'll just upload the cover like this. Open. So now our document is now ready. You see now there's no table of content here. So I'll save this file as well, just to show you the difference, right? Okay. Then that's all I need this tool for primarily. I'll close this. Now our document is being uploaded, cover uploaded successfully. Now I'll first of all upload the document, the Kindle package documents we have created using the file from Google Docs, and just to iterate and show you the difference between what we will get using this and what we will get using the other two. Okay, right? It's being processed right now, so let's wait. It's being processed, so let's wait. Yeah. So also, why this is being processed, I just want to say that Amazon KDP is a skill and is also a tool. So beyond learning Amazon KDP and publishing books for the fun of it, also know that this is a skill that you can use to earn a lot of money if you know what you're doing. Now, you see what I was saying? Missing table of contents. This is exactly what most people find when they publish their manuscripts. And the reason why this happens is usually because, like I explained earlier, or for those who are going to be watching this video much later, or just seeing only this part of this video, you get this missing table of content because the table of content in your document is not properly hyperlinked to the Kindle package format that you upload. Even if you upload any document that has table of content, as long as that table of content is not recognized by Kindle Previewer, it's going to show you this missing table of content notification here. So all you just need to do for this document is pick up that document, take it to Microsoft Word, and then update the table of content, then return to Kindle Previewer, export it as a KPF, and then re-upload it like I'm going to do now. Just come back, re-upload this other file that we have already updated, right? I'll just re-upload the other file, and you see that the table of content notification will no more be there. It's as simple as that. So that's why I encourage people to use Microsoft Word more as far as all of this formatting and all of that is concerned. It has proven for a great long time that it stands to, give your book the best output as far as formatting, table of content, and so on is concerned. Can you see now that I've uploaded this successfully without that same error? So this is actually the difference between that. And you always want to upload your file when there's no error at all. So I'll move on. AI generated content. Now, this is another place that most people usually fail. Amazon will not cancel your book because you used AI. What they don't want is for you to falsify your use of AI. We have used AI for this book. So why not just come here and say yes? We use AI to write the text, we use AI to write the entire work with minimal no editing, and then we use ChatGPT. So, but for best practices, I would advise that when you upload a book, when you create a book using ChatGPT, if you have enough time, which I advise you should, take some time to edit some part of the content so that you can be able to, instead of saying entire work with minimal or no editing, you can just use this option that says entire work with extensive editing. This shows that you also added your own flesh to it. But for this particular book, in order not to falsify anything, we will leave it at that entire work with no editing. And we have used ChatGPT primarily. Images, have you used AI to create your image? We would say absolutely yes. So one, and it's just one image, that's the cover, entire work, entire image, one or a few AI generated image with extensive editing, one or a few AI generated images with minimal or no editing. We did not edit anything on the cover. So we're just going to select that. Translations, there are no translations, so we say no. But for these two, we use ideogram.ai, right? Oh no. Yeah. So you leave it as yes. Then for this, you don't have to launch any previewer. You don't really need that. So you just click on save and continue. Now you can choose to enroll your book for KDP Select, which I advise most authors to do, especially if you are not uploading the book on many other platforms. You can just choose to enroll it if you are doing that, because it's actually one of the policies of Amazon KDP that as you're uploading on Amazon and then you're enrolling for the KDP Select, you should not publish the book in other platforms. Many authors have actually enrolled and still uploaded it on other platforms and gone away with it. But I've heard one or two, you know, reports that that was detrimental to a few other authors. So I don't have any first-hand experience with the detriment of enrolling and re-uploading, but it's just an advice because that is part of their policies, guidelines, and all of that. So just take that as it is. Then make sure that this is on all territories and always select 70% royalty, because no matter how we look at it, 70% is always bigger than 35%. And just put your price. So for books like this, we can say, let's just say 4.99, maybe like $5 for this book. And for 70%, you will earn 3.48, which is not bad. And then once you have selected that, all you need to do is to just click on publish your Kindle ebook, and your book will go live within the next 24 to 72 hours, depending on the time that Amazon will now take to review the book. So I'm not going to click on publish because this book was not fully fleshed out because of time. But take your time, create your own book, publish it. If you have any question whatsoever, don't hesitate to send me a comment. Just send me the questions as a comment in this particular um, video, and I'm going to see it and reply you so that you can be able to make progress with your own work. So every link that has been mentioned in this particular tutorial will be dropped in the description below. How you can access KD Pro Creator, I'll also let you know in the description below. It's actually a very simple process. You can choose to enroll for the course there or not. It is actually open to you. But if you are looking at maximizing your abilities, maximizing Amazon KDP, and be able to know everything that's there in Amazon KDP, that course is for you. So get in, get started, make progress, and be profitable, win in 2025. And that's my wish and desire for you. I remain at Amazon. Peace, and I'm signing out.